You posted on the corner with yours truly, Incognito.
And DJ Misses.
DJ Misses, you know we like to get our laugh on.
No, I do. And I'm very much a 12.5.
How you love that? When we scrolling up and down that timeline, you're guaranteed to see this face, this smile, and that walk. Rachael O'Neal is in the studio.
Rah-rah chicken pie.
What's up, Rachael O'Neal?
I'm so excited to be here.
Yes.
I mean, this is exciting. Like, just talking about everything. I know I have a lot to unpack. I'm ready for the questions.
How you love that? Let's talk about 12.5 and what it means and you know how you came up with it.
Honestly, the viral video moment happened organically. Like, I'd never met Theo until that point. I'd seen his videos before here and there. Dad jokes, very talented. And when we went to go shoot in Atlanta, he asked me what I rate myself, and I mean, the 12.5, I'm off the charts.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in a
Period.
cocky way. I mean that for every woman, every
Yeah,
person,
you should feel
everybody,
that way.
every man. Like, so when I said that, it was just off the dome. You know, I'm a 12.5, and I stuck by that. I stand by that, and that's what it is.
So you also have 12.5 merch.
Yes, well, I had 12.5 merch that came out January. Really excited about it. It was a successful drop. People seemed to enjoy it. I sent it all over the place. But I stopped doing it just because there was a lot of work, and I did it all by myself.
Okay.
I wrote, like, handwritten letters to everybody.
That's dope.
I wanted to make sure that all my fans or followers, whatever, they connected with me. So I'm deciding to do one probably later this year, like fall, where I'm going to have hoodies again, jumpers again, maybe crop tops if I can drop, like, closer to summer, meaning, like, August, September, like that early fall, late summer. So
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Well, the doctor said I need a large, but I like to think I can wear
You can
mediums.
buy one. You can
know,
buy one, $50.
Oh, it's all good, man. I'll go ahead and get you all the way right now.
No,
But make
that's
sure you got
right.
me a medium on deck.
Okay, wait, a medium?
A medium.
Okay, I got you a medium.
Yeah, you sizing me up like I need an extra large.
No. A medium's perfect. A medium's perfect.
Okay, truly. So, Rachael O'Neal, where are you originally from?
I'm from Auburn, Washington. I
Okay.
used to say Seattle, right?
Okay.
I used to say Seattle, but then people were, realizing that it's like saying Atlanta, but you're really not from there. They were
Uh-huh.
holding me to where I'm from.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, I'm really not from Seattle, but it's easier to say. So I say I'm from Seattle, and but I'm really from Auburn, Washington. That's where, like, some of my family is. That's where I graduated high school. Yeah, my family is between Auburn, Washington, and Tacoma, Washington. So I claim Auburn.
Oh, you love that. All right, so how did you get into this comedy thing? Did it find you or did you choose it?
Okay, I've always been, like, weird. I've always been goofy. I've always kind of walked up to drive-thrus even though you're supposed to be in a car. My parents have always, known something's wrong with me. I've always been kind of like the black sheep of the family. So doing the robot or telling scary stories, whatever the case may be, I've always owned it. It just so happened that in the world we live in, social media was the perfect, like, storm. So I really think that my comedy is really just capitalized because I have, a cell phone and followers who seem to like what I do. So I guess you could say comedy has always been in me, I think. Yeah.
Oh, you love that.
That's dope. So who's your biggest inspiration as far as it comes with your career and where you want to go?
I really like Drewski. I love what he's doing. Him being on tours. I love seeing him grow. I love that he has his thing going on with Revolt. I've seen him on Netflix, but still honoring his crowd and his following on social media. That's really hard to balance. So I love that. I like B. Simone, just as a woman, a trailblazer. Like, she moves with such confidence, even if she's not confident in her steps. I've only met her once. I had the pleasure of meeting her a few months ago, but just seeing how she carries herself, how she's open, she's vulnerable, going on tour, like, she's a bad bitch. So,
Come on now.
I love her. But I love her. She's great.
Okay, so before, things went viral for you in your life, what was your career path? What were you doing?
I was a news reporter, so I'd be like, live in Atlanta, Georgia, my name is Rachael O'Neal, and right now on the right of me, I'm looking at a Ferris wheel spinning. So I would do those type of things, like, all the time, whether it was murders, whether it was, I don't know, lemonade stands opening up. It didn't matter. Sports. I really love sports.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be a sports reporter at some point. So actually being a legit news/sports reporter was what I was doing between CBS and ABC affiliates.
Now, I heard that you had a internship with ESPN once upon a time.
Yeah, I did. So I interned with Tiffany Green, who's with ESPN. I'm really cool with a lot of people there. They kind of took me under their wing. They showed me the ropes, and they kind of guided me. Unfortunately, I realized being a sports reporter is just not something I want to do. Like, I wanted to get to know LeBron off the court. I don't really care so much about the stats, and he broke his ankle in 2017. I want to know about your 3 kids, Savannah James. I want to know about your life, how things, are going for you mentally. So, that's what I decided to focus on.
So speaking of Miss Savannah James, you guys have like linked up before. Like she knew who you were when you pulled up to a party. Like how did that feel? And explain you guys' relationship.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm blushing because I'm over here like, oh, Savannah, I just love Savannah so much. Savannah, give me your autograph. No, I was at a Drake event in February, and we were all just kind of hanging out. There was so many stars. It was unreal. And so amongst the stars, you see Savannah. So she's in a circle, talking to like Shay Mitchell. It was a lot of people, Offset, Cardi, everybody. So I'm like, let me just stand here, look cool. I don't know, this is so exciting. So I'm gonna be quiet. And she's like, you're the Rachael girl. Like I seen your videos. We watch your videos. I'm like, you watch my videos? You think I'm cool? She's like, you are so funny. Keep doing your thing. And she just said nothing but encouraging words. And that was when I felt like I was seen. Like that's when I felt like there was a piece of me that had arrived. I know I still have so much work to do, but that was the first time that I knew that I was supposed to be in that room. That room wasn't too big for me.
Oh, you love that. That's big right there.
Oh, I love that.
Do you have plans on reconnecting with Miss James?
Yeah, I'm supposed to go to lunch with her for BET Award weekend. If she's not busy, she has obviously a ton of things to do, but that's one of the goals, just to continue that relationship. It's important for me to have organic relationships with everybody, especially people who I look up to. I look up to her. We don't talk often, but we communicate here and there, and she's just been nothing but positive and supportive. So I'm excited to see her if it works out.
How
That's
you
dope.
love that? I see you repping the University of South Florida
Go
over
Bulls.
there.
Go Bulls.
Woo-hoo.
I went to 4 schools. I went to
Uh-huh.
4 colleges in 5 years.
Come on now.
Yeah, I was a head case. No, really, I was. But I transferred so many schools, and USF finally took me in. I graduated with my communication degree in 2018. And
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm very proud of that. Very proud of that. So.
Would you
So-
ever consider going back to school?
Nope. No,
So-
I mean, am I allowed to say I cheated sometimes? Am I allowed to say that here?
I mean, you
You
out of
got
school
your piece
now.
of paper,
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, it wasn't all the time. Like, it wasn't, but, French, like, I wasn't.
Oh, I feel
So,
like we all did a little.
Yeah, I did a little look
One,
Rooney.
two, yeah.
A little peekaboo. But I walked that stage, though. Yeah, I walked that stage.
Congratulations on that. Did you run track there?
Yeah, I ran track for 9 years. I learned actually how to hurdle my sophomore year of high school. My junior year of high school, I won state. I get very obsessive with things I care about. And track was something that kind of stole my heart, like my real first love. So I started to eat it, sleep it, breathe it. YouTube, everything. I hurdled. So how do I have a tighter lead leg, a trail leg? How can I get faster? I'm very strong. My legs are strong. So I used everything to my advantage, and I eventually got a scholarship to college. Still in debt, though.
Aren't we all?
I've seen you place your track and field history and some of your skits as well.
Yes,
though.
definitely.
So
Yeah,
is
I
that
do,
where
I
the
do.
inspiration come from?
Yes, it's just because there's so much realness that goes on. I feel like sometimes track doesn't get their flowers, and track girls, we got little sexy bodies if you keep up with it.
For sure.
So I be trying to find a way to sneaking a little leg on the internet appropriately. But yeah, I definitely use my track background for comedy for sure.
That's dope. So the mindset that you have, like you said, like you become obsessed with things that you love, and you got a new puppy.
I know, I did.
Come on. What's his name? What's his
Oh my
name? Is
gosh.
it he or she?
It's a he. It's a
Okay,
he.
what's his name?
His name's Oliver Lamont.
Okay.
Everybody, everyone. What's funny, Eek?
Oliver Lamont.
Oliver Lamont.
Okay,
So
what do you
it's
call him for short?
so it's Oliver Lamont O'Neill Olo.
Okay.
Yeah. So my last dog's name was Logan Rashad, and so I felt like I needed something that would, compete with that. I feel like a lot of people, when I drop him off at doggy daycare, the dogs make fun of his name. They say it's a little too proper, whatever. So I decided to go back and, get Lamont and give him a little bit of, edge.
Yeah.
You definitely got a brother for a dog.
Now, let's change gears a little bit. What do you currently listen to on your Spotify and iTunes playlist? What are you listening to?
Okay, so I don't know why, but the song "Vibin" by Kodak Black,
Uh-huh.
Cuban on my wrist, Cuban on my neck, your
Uh-huh.
girl on whatever. Yeah, you don't know the words, but
It's
I
a
love
vibe.
that shit. And so that's a song that makes me feel really, really good in the moment. What else do I listen to? I love Doja Cat. Anything Doja, Kiss Me More. Anything she's featured in, I'm into it. No Love by Summer Walker, because I'm going through something right now.
Oh.
So, that song is something I lean on. not really lean on. I mean, it's like my whole wheelchair. I'm down bad.
Right.
So,
So no love. So let's get into your love life.
oh
Miss
man,
O'Neal.
oh man.
let's get right into it.
Oh Lord.
So how was your luck with the men's?
It's rough. I'm not gonna lie. It's the Rocky Mountains.
What
What
do you look for in a man?
You
Like,
know, it's hard. I've been through, a couple breakups in the last, few years, and I'm definitely dating, but people don't really seem to act right, honestly. And maybe I get too invested too early. I'll take the fault for that. I think right now I'm looking for somebody to, emotionally stimulate me. I think Sweetie came out with something like that where she talked about it, and that resonated with me. Just having somebody that challenges you in a different way, not likes or clout, or, who makes you feel safe at home mentally,
Right.
who makes you feel protected, who's defending your honor. I get it comes with time, but like I'm looking for that. Plus, you gotta have some swag. You gotta be a thug. If you're in jail here and there, it's cool. Like I just,
you like them thugged out?
I mean, tattoo on the neck or face is fine. I don't discriminate. But yeah, that's kind of what I don't want to say looking for, but that's what I would be more open to.
How did your last relationship end?
I mean, situationship or actual relationship?
Okay.
The situationship is always a little bit more juicy.
Oh, my last relationship ended. I was with this guy in New Orleans. I was really, really feeling him, not gonna lie. And things weren't really adding up, but we weren't really talking about it too much. And then one day I got his password to his phone. Sure did go through it.
If you go looking for it,
You gonna find
come on,
it.
somebody!
Ooh, and that shit hurt so bad. It hurt so bad. Now I'm so thankful we broke up, but it hurt so bad in the moment. And just like I'm not gonna front. When I found out he was cheating, it was weird. I became like desperate almost to fix it. Like nobody wants to feel rejected. So when he found out that I knew he was cheating, and then he was like, well, deuces, it almost made me say like, no, you better fight for me.
Right.
You better fight for me. I
just
just
did
thought
me
you cheated.
wrong.
But instead, he kind of took it as like, you deserve
Better.
somebody who really is fucking with you and your personality. So, in hindsight now, it's really no love lost, and I'm happy for him, and there's no hard feelings for real. But I would never talk to him again. As far as my situationship, dang, man, it's just I don't like to share. I don't like to share anything. That's why I ran track. It's a very individual sport.
Yes, very much so.
I do things very intentional.
Okay.
And so when my time is being played with, it gets sticky.
Yeah.
It gets messy. And it just got messy because, he wanted to share and I don't want to share. So, yeah, that's where we are right now.
Oh,
That's
appreciate you
serious.
opening up on the personal scale.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get back over to this professional lane one time. What was your first viral video?
Ooh, it was in New Orleans. Everybody knows New Orleans has a special place in my heart.
I was
Raise
just
the
gonna say,
roof.
talk about your love for it.
Yes, I love New Orleans, and make it very clear. I don't ever say I'm from there. It's not like that at all. I'm from Auburn, Washington, but I felt like New Orleans really took me in. They accept me. I feel that they've adopted me to an extent. I actually have 504 tatted on me. But that's for several reasons. I love New Orleans. I was born on 504. I graduated college on 504.
Come on.
So there's a lot
It's just
to
meant
that.
to be. It was
yeah,
destined.
it was meant to be. But what was the question? It was such a good thing. I was talking about New Orleans. What was the question about New Orleans?
What was your first viral video?
Oh,
Yeah.
I was in New Orleans. I was in New Orleans, and I was talking to my ex at the time, and I'm like, I'm about to order something in my news reporting voice in the drive-thru.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm about to do that shit. Because you see so many people trying to hop on trends.
Yeah.
And I think what makes my brand fun is I try to set them. I try.
Mhm.
And so I went to Wendy's and I ordered, and I think it got like 25 million views or something.
Ooh.
So yeah, it was a good video for sure. Changed my whole life, which is why I'm here right now. So yeah.
That's great. Speaking of changing lives and you going viral and bringing the funny, you actually did something good. You had a viral video with a bicycle,
Oh yeah.
and then you gave away a bicycle after you did the viral video.
Yes,
Speak
I
about that.
did. I have this character named Linda. I should have brought her with me. Wear this little fun wig. It's so cute. I should have brought that wig with me. Dang it. It's cool though. Can I get a bell just because?
Okay.
But I was riding around in the West End, I think it was, and I had this bike, and this bike was strictly for a video, strictly for the video. And I knew I wasn't gonna do anything with the bike after that. I knew I was gonna probably, take it back to the store, say it was broken, get my money back.
Come on now.
I'm not gonna lie, I was about to do something, and then I just thought there was a kid that might really want it.
Right.
So I posted it, and then, I wanted to give it to somebody in the Atlanta area, and there was so many people that supported the movement. I had so many people donating. I had a few more bikes that, were given to me. So I was able to give away a couple bikes to single moms, and it meant a lot to their families. So.
That's dope. You also have a nonprofit.
I do.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's called Running with Care Foundation, and really it's teaching students how to shoot, write, edit, just get into photojournalism, things of that nature. Just being totally transparent. It's hard kind of trying to find people who are like-minded and who will do work for free, right? That's a harder thing. Mm-hmm. And so I was kind of running into so many dead ends. I was getting so frustrated. It felt like I was turning my wheels, spending money, and I just decided, like, until I'm able to really delegate and get people where I know they should be to help these kids, I'm just going to do nice things. So I plan on giving groceries away next month to single moms and stuff like that for right now. So, yeah.
That's big. Speaking of single moms, I like to support single moms from time to time. And if I'm correct, you used to have a profession outside of news reporting as well, right?
I'm not a single mother.
I'm just saying most
You
single
are with
moms.
Ollie.
I am. I'm looking for a stepfather for Ollie Lamont.
But you have a stripper background?
I do. I do a little move and groove. What's funny?
I'm listening to this story.
Yes, I was a stripper. So, a little while back, like I said, I was a head case for track, and I thought I knew it all. And so one of my schools in Nevada, that was my first school I went to, I quit the track team. Just on site, was like, I'm done.
Wow.
I lost my scholarship money. I didn't know how to pay rent. One of my cousins at the time was a stripper. She was like, girl, go to Fantasy Girls. True story, real club, still there.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, let me do a little shimmy. Got on that pole, started crawling, doing my thing. And I was a stripper for 3 days. Wow. That was the most bold thing I've ever done. Do you know how hard it is to be naked on the pole? Do you know how hard that is?
No, seriously, any woman, you gotta have some balls to really put yourself out there.
Yes, and like
dance and entertain.
My boobs are not the perkiest, so I was over here like, you better take these volleyballs. But I tried my hardest because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put my mind to it. Right. Needles don't quit. I'm just kidding. Sorry, Dad.
Yeah.
But I was excited to do it because I'm a daredevil.
Yeah.
But 3 days into it, I realized that is a fast life, and I give every stripper all the kudos in the world. That is hard to do. But it got kind of scary. I was still in some of the stripper regulars. Mm-hmm. Girls wanted to fight me in the back.
Wow.
No, for real. It was rough. It was rough.
3 days in.
3 days in, and I was taking them all. I was crawling. My stripper name was Kelly. Oh. So Kelly was, robbing people. So yeah. Stripper stay.
Did you get up there and do the back pose?
No, because I didn't learn the back pose until earlier. But I danced to "Drunk in Love" and by Beyonce and "Motivation" by Kelly Rowland.
Oh, them some good songs.
No, and I was sure doing the belly roll though.
Yeah.
I was doing a little something moving, shaking. But being a stripper is hard work. Like I was you get $8 to do the lap dance, and you got to give $3 to the manager, $1 to the bouncer. It was by the time you pay for everything, you leave with $4. And the way I was moving, I was in debt.
Yeah.
I had to stop.
Wow. How did you originate that back pose that I just alluded to? How did that come about?
It's so recent. It was in the summertime. Like in the summertime, I was like this past 2021. I had just quit my news reporting job, and I was about to go do a TikTok at Jamba Juice, and my back was hurting. Like it was a true story. My back was hurting. I'm like, you know what? Jasmine, my sister, I'm like, just record me going up to them. Let's just see what it looks like. And so I just kind of lazily is that a word, lazily? Is that a word? Lazily.
You just made it up.
Lazily. Woo, lazily. Okay. Anyway, I kind of casually just walked up and was a part of my video. And it changed everything. Everyone was like, your walk, your walk, your walk. So then I started to actually do it. And I actually got to watch myself because sometimes I for real walk like that. Legit. Yeah. So, I kind of put a dub on it a little bit and spiced it up and changed it. Wear heels sometimes. I love my cowgirl boots. I love those cowgirl boots. So, yeah, people seem to like the walk. But I accidentally stumbled upon it for real.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. All right, in closing, I know you've been here in Atlanta for a while. And we spoke about Kelly Wiz was the name, right? Kelly Wiz was your dancer name?
No, just Kelly
just
with
Kelly.
an I.
Okay.
I'm like Wizard Kelly from Proud Family.
Kelly. All right, so Kelly, and I know you've been in Atlanta. Atlanta's known for chicken wings and strip clubs. Have you visited a strip club here in Atlanta? Like, what's one of your favorites?
Yes, I was super excited. I'm gonna just say it. I was so excited that you guys took me to Magic City. I was so excited. I had never been, and Ink and DJ Misses were like, "You never been to like a strip club out here for real, like Cheetah and none of that?" I'm like, "No, my birthday was last month, and they treated me to not only Magic City, baby, it was Magic City Monday.
Yeah.
So I was like, raise the roof. But, it was so intimidating. I'm smiling so much, my cheeks hurt. It was so intimidating because, you're just money, 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 and I never saw that type of money as Kelly. Yeah. So you're seeing all this money flying. I felt like, I should hand it to them for dignity reasons.
Yeah.
So I'm over here like, they doing the lap dance. I'm looking at them. I'm feeling really bad about it because I just feel so violated, whatever. And I'm like, hey, tap it on. Hey, would you like this money? And they're just looking at me like I'm just stupid. But I'm like, just take the money. So after, I got the advice from DJ Misses, I was like, you know what? So yeah, that's it.
Truly. Rachael O'Neal is here, posted on the corner with yours truly, Incognito.
And DJ Misses.
We're going to continue to watch your story go up. You just continue to provide the funny, man, because one thing about laughter, man, it heals the soul. So thank you, Miss Rachael O'Neal.
So happy to be here. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'm posted on the corner. I'm posted on the corner.